Welcome to topic 4 of this online training. Here we look at the differences between a 5 and a 7 as oral grades. Just as we ask questions about assigning a 9 or a 10, we can do the same when thinking about a 5 or a 7. Take a look at the following questions. When thinking about your student's performance in a class, does the student incorporate correction? Remember that mistakes are part of the learning process, but incorporating correction makes the difference. Does the student use appropriate vocabulary, or does he lack essential words that he or she should know considering the level that they are taking now? Does the student pronounce words in an understandable way? And that means that if you think this student will be understood outside the classroom, remember that pronunciation is not the same as accent. Does the student communicate effectively? So again, thinking about outside the classroom, do you see this student having a conversation with someone else? There are two possible answers for these questions using frequency adverbs, as we mentioned in the previous topics. The answers could be never or almost never, or sometimes. If your answer is never or almost never, the grade is likely to be a 5. On the other hand, if you answer with sometimes, the grade is likely to be a 7. Take a moment to look at the questions again. Now we look at some myths about automatic failing. Some teachers think that if a student gets a 5 in any 2 blocks or the last 2 blocks of a course, then the student should get a 5 as a final grade. We believe in the principle of continuous assessment or continuous evaluation, so giving a 5 based on only 2 classes is not fair. The number of absences is sometimes considered an important fact to determine a grade. However, if we don't have enough elements to evaluate a student because he or she was absent, we can use something called level check, which is a series of questions that the coordinator asks the students to verify if they know the structures based on the level that they are taking. Again, this evaluation or level check is only done when we teachers do not have enough elements to evaluate a student's performance. The last one is the myth about not being able to give 5s in the first block of a course, because yes, it is a first class. However, this can actually be beneficial because if we detect problems early, we can send the student back to the level that he or she should be in. Please continue with the next part of the topic now.